Hello, Internet Land. As you probably know now, that this week is the 10th anniversary of Gravity Falls, the show that defied a generation and started a new age of cartoons for Disney. I truly love the show, and to celebrate, I'm making my first tier list. So forgive me. I don't know all the ropes on this, but let's go. Let's start off in chronological order. First up is Tourist Trapped, the pilot episode. I'm going to give that an A actually, because it perfectly set up for the series. Great pilot. Definitely worth always rewatching. Then there's Legend of the Gabblewonka. I'm going to say it's also an A because it brought up MacGuffin and had the classic her aim is getting better. So I'm still. Then there's Headhunters. You know what? It was the first official mystery episode, and just that that brought up the mystery wax stand foreshadowing his twin. Another A. Then there's the hand that rocks the Mabel. That's episode 4. I'm gonna give it a B because I mean it's the technically the weakest of them all. Just want to, but it's still good. And then after that, the inconveniencing, also a B because it had its moments. Honestly, we all prefer the B plot of Stan watching that soap opera. After that, episode 7, Double Dipper, which honestly I'm going to give it a C because I feel like that cloning machine should have really been used more in the series because it was awesome. Then Dipper versus Manliness. I'm going to give it a B. Good plot, good lines. Did show an important lesson of doing what's right, even if people might judge you. Also, sorry for the ads. They can't get rid of them. It's a pain. Then there's Irrational Treasure. S. S tier. It's awesome. It had that line that proved government conspiracies of Benjamin Franklin being a woman. The Pledge of Allegiance backwards will give you superpowers. Quentin Tremblay, everything was great about it. Now there's the Time Traveler's Pig. Give that an A. Great lines. This was actually the first episode I've ever seen of it, but still good. Episode 10, Fight Fighters. I'm gonna give it a B. It was okay, I feel like. Just alright. Little Dipper. Also a C because the crystal could have been used more throughout the series. And Dipper was kind of a jerk. Summerween. A. Just, they clearly wanted to have a Halloween special that didn't fit. Still works greatly. Boss Mabel. Honestly, this is just one episode I did not like. Just because everyone took advantage of her. She obviously was making clear mistakes. Like, you gotta be firm but fair sometimes when leading, so. Bottomless Pit. I'm gonna go with B. A. Definitely. Actually, A, because there's like 3 different stories. Everything worked. It worked. Deep End. A B. Because, well, I don't know, a good plot point, or I'm not sure where to put. Like, this stuff is just okay. It just didn't stand out as greatly as these, but I'm just gonna go C. I might come back to that later. Carpe Diem. Like, there were a lot of adult jokes, which was great. Um, tension between Dipper and Mabel, which I respect. I'm gonna also go for a B. Boy's Crazy. Not really a fan of this episode. Mainly just because I just didn't like Dipper. Like, he was kind of. I feel like he. I don't think the music was really controlled. It was just a bit annoying. So, not their best. Land Before Swine. B. Technically, not many paranormal. It's just dinosaurs. Of course, I do know after this, Stan took a dinosaur egg as a tourist attraction, which clearly did not go well. Dreamscapers. You know what? It did introduce the greatest Disney villain of all time, so I'm going with S on that. Gideon Rises. Suspenseful, dramatic. Also S. Yeah, why not it? Yes, definitely S. Karaoke. Raise the Dead Zombie. Also A. Into the Bunker. Let's go say A2. Did show character development. Plot points. That was also cool graphics. The Gulf War. Oh, I can't believe we're over halfway through. The Gulf War. Also S tier, just because it was awesome. I mean, Patton Oswalt. Literally everything about it was great. That awkward scene with Stan and Suits, which was even more awkward since they were voiced by Alex Clark. Sock opera. B, because Mabel was still kind of unnecessary and mean in this episode. No, wait, no, yeah. No, A, but still. Yeah, I think B. Seuss and the Real Girl. A, because, I mean, it focused on Seuss. He showed development. Nothing wrong with it. Little Gift Shops of Horrors. Definitely S tier. Like, just the side stories with Stan having to kiss the witch. Neil deGrasse Titan, I think that was, as Waddles, and then confirming, because I always knew that black magic was the key to stop motion. Society of the Blind Eye. Definitely S, too, because just everything about it, like the conspiracy, the lore, much more about Fiddleford than we could have possibly imagined. Blendin's Game. Yeah, I'm gonna go with A as well. Not amazing, but still great. Because pretty much everyone has a kind of Love God. I'm gonna go with just, I don't know. I think Mabel was too meddling in this episode. So D. Most of these involve a bad side of Mabel, which is okay because no one's perfect. It's just meddling with Bobby's relationship. He needed to take care of this himself. Forcing people to fall in love is messed up. Northwest Mansion Mystery, obviously S. They won. It's clear why they won an Emmy for this episode. It's dark, showed character growth, showed a popular ship. Everything about it was great. And then Not What He Seems. This goes without saying, is one of their universally considered best episodes. And, like, if you do not agree, then you clearly have not seen the show. Tale of Two Stans. A. Great. Did answer a lot of questions. Brought them together. Dungeons and Dungeons and More Dungeons. I'm gonna go with B. Pretty good. It was mellow compared to recent events. That's alright. And then Stan Centurion Candidate, where Stan runs for mayor. Also S. because I just love the ending of why they disqualified him and they named all his crimes. It's great. I don't get exactly what the deal Gideon was supposed to make with at that credit scene, but I always love rewatching it. And also that line, make sure I get a bigger tombstone than Ford. Also a great line. Alright, a few more. The last Mabel coin. A, because unicorns. And Stan's line, money! Perfectly explains everything. Like, just, there's always that one great line in each episode, which is one of the great things about the show. Roadside Attraction was a meh. I mean, it had character growth, so I will put it at a B. It's like one of the ones I only watched once, but that's okay. Then Dipper and Mabel versus the Future. I'm gonna give it an A. Because it does teach an important lesson that growing up sucks. And does set up for this. Widmageddon Part 1. I'm also, just because it just introduced the post-apocalyptic hellscape of Gravity Falls, makes it S. Part 2, Escape from Reality. Honestly, my least favorite, but that's hardly saying anything. It's just the weakest link in this unbreakable chain. I'll give it an A. And then finally, let's just say, this Part 3, one of the greatest series finals in animation history. Perfectly ended, though sometimes I lie awake at night scared that Bill Cipher might return. However, honestly, I did see it coming that they were going to switch clothes. Like, some people were surprised, I wasn't. So that's kind of like I was not as amazed the first time I saw it, but I do constantly rewatch the series, like everyone. So, this is my tier list of this show. Happy anniversary. Thanks for watching. I know this wasn't great, but this is my first time doing it, so if you disagree with me, please leave a description.